So hey, what's up guys? It's me Ayush Banerjee back on our Ready Tech. So today we're gonna unbox and have the hands-on overview of the latest Samsung's Galaxy J2, the 2016 edition. So without wasting further much ado, let's get this video going.
Will you end my pain? Will you take my life? Will you bleed me out? Will you hang me out to dry? Will you take my...
So today we have this Samsung Galaxy J2, the 2016 edition with us, and today I'm gonna do the unboxing and show you how the phone actually looks when you first get this phone. So before getting the this video going, I'd like to say that this J2 is not only exclusive to e-commerce websites like Flipkart or Amazon, but is available in offline markets as well. So I got this from my nearby Samsung Smart Cafe. So you also can get it in your local stores as well. So having a look over the box, we get to see the latest design of the Samsung's Galaxy J2. So we get a 5 inches 720p HD display this time. Yes, you heard me right. The screen is bumped from a normal screen to a 720p HD screen, as well as from 4.7 inches to a 5 inches screen. So I have the last year's J2 with me. It's the last year's 2015 edition J2, and we'll have a quick comparison as soon as I open with the box. So here you can see the back of the J2 itself. So this year they have included a special type of glow feature which they called smart glow feature in case of J2, which actually does nothing but is equivalent to a notification LED which we used to get in other devices on the front. So this is quite a handy feature. I would discuss about this as well. So talking about the box, it's quite compact box. It's usual Samsung devices. So on the right hand side we have three specifications written that says make for India initiative by Samsung, the S-Bike mode, actually the USP for this year's J series phones, as well as the smart glow feature which I just talked about. Here we have the price tag over here. I'll just focus it up and show you. Yes, on the box it's quoted the MRP is 10,200, but in your nearby stores you can get it at as low as around 9,500 or so. Flipping the box to backside, we get to see couple of specifications for the device. So the J2 is available in 8GB storage variant which has an internal of 8GB. So we get an HD Super AMOLED display. We get UDS, which is the ultra data saving mode, as well as we get the support for voice over LTE. Then we have couple of other specifications written over here. So it has 4G LTE Cat4, 1.5 GHz quad-core processor, 126.33mm HD Super AMOLED display, which means around 5 inches, a primary camera of 8 megapixel which is an autofocus camera, and a secondary camera of 5 megapixel, and internal memory of 8 gigabytes. Although the memory is not totally 8 GB, it is around 5 odd GBs when you come to the user available memory. So opening the box, we get the latest Samsung Galaxy J2 sitting right up top. I'll just keep it aside for the time and see what's there inside the box. Opening the box, we get a normal Samsung devices unboxing, a usual one. We get some paperwork. It's a quick start guide, a regional language something, SAR certification information. Just wait a minute. Those who want to know about the SAR value for this device, it's 0.780 weight per kg. So it's quite good if we consider the SAR value as well. And lastly, we have the warranty card and regional log guide itself. So keeping the paperwork aside, we get standard earpiece with the device this year as well. So no in-ear type headphones for J2 this year as well. Next, moving on, we have the power adapter and the data cable. So this year Samsung has included a very good thing that it is giving the data cable detached and a portable travel adapter. Since last year we had just the charger wall adapter. So let's just read the okay, so the output for this adapter is 5 volts at 1 ampere. So it's not a fast charge, it can't be for a device of a budget segment, but still it will charge the battery pretty fast, and if not blazing fast, since the battery capacity is also quite good. It's 2600 milliamp hour battery. So as I have been noticing about the Samsung's devices, the battery is quite good in my opinion, since they offer quite a good amount of backup time. So this is the J2 that I just unboxed it. So let me just open the cover and fit in the battery. So I'll just fit in the battery. So you get a glimpse of the SIM slots over here. So this device is a dual SIM device which is having support for 2 SIMs, and both of these SIMs accept nano SIMs, and dedicated micro SD slot right over here. I'll just flip the back cover back, and having a physical overview, on the front we get the earpiece, couple of sensors, and the secondary 5 megapixel camera, Samsung branding, 5 inches 720p HD Super AMOLED display. Then we have these 3 touch type capacitive buttons and a home button, physical home button in between. This time as well, in this year's version as well, we do not have any backlit buttons, but they are some sort of glossy buttons which will which are not going to glow, but will do the work. I would have appreciated if Samsung had included the backlit buttons for this device, this year's device at least. So moving on to the right side, we get the as usual the power button on the right hand side, volume rockers on the left hand side. Down below we get the primary microphone over here, and the micro USB slot for data syncing and charging. Up top we get a 3.5mm audio jack. So flipping it to backside here, what's new about this device is the Samsung's branding, a design specification on the design front as well. It's a bit changed, as well as a glow feature which they included this year. So this is the translucent band that you see around the primary camera is the smart glow band. You get the speaker output over here and the primary flash over here. So with the device itself, it's quite slippery. I would not recommend you to use it as it is. I would strongly recommend to have a back cover, although it's not readily available in the market as of now, but soon you're gonna get some really good covers, since we have a slight of camera bump over there which is gonna attract a lot of scratches. As moreover, we do not have any textured back. It's a plain slippery backside, whereas compared to the last year's version, if you notice, this gold edition J2 had some sort of what you call a texture sort of feel, which gave quite a grip on the hand. But when we talk about this year's J2, it's not that grippy in your hand, although we get these band like design with the J2 this year, which runs from the back to all the bezels. If you wanna ask about me the design and the build quality, I would rate it around 8.5, since it's quite sturdy, but just because of that slippery back, I would not recommend you readily without using a back cover or so. So let me just boot this device up, and till then I'll just walk you through the configuration of the J2 2016 edition.
So if we talk about the specifications of this year's J2, we get to see a 5 inches HD Super AMOLED display which has a resolution of 720 by 1280 pixels. The device runs on a quad-core CPU from Spreadtrum, which is the SC8830, clocked at 1.5 GHz, coupled with a Mali 400 MP2 GPU. Moving over to the software front, we get to see the latest Android Marshmallow with the latest TouchWiz UI out of the box. Moving over to the memory department, we have an 8 gigs of internal storage and a dedicated microSD card slot which accepts up to 128 gigs. We also get a 1.5 gigs of RAM. On the camera department, we get to see 8 megapixel autofocus shooter at the primary camera with an f-stop of 2.2 and a secondary camera which is a 5 megapixel camera.
here we have the Samsung's Galaxy J2 2016 edition back with us. So I've used this device for a couple of hours for now, and I'm just showing it to you after my usage. So if you have already used a J device from the last year's J series, you have noticed couple of differences that this device is having from the last year's one. Dropping down the notification also gave you some of the glimpses of the new soft TouchWiz UI, since this J2 2016 edition is running on the latest Android Marshmallow. So I'll just show you the software info for this device. Yeah, here you can see it's running on Android version 6.0.1 compared to the 5.1 which the last year's J series phones were running. So moving back, it's quite fluid in my opinion. The app drawer has changed from a side swiping one to a vertical scroll down app drawer. Moreover, it's quite although we all know that Samsung devices have very less of bloatware. Same is the case with this J2 as well. We have some Microsoft specific apps, some Google specific apps, and some other third-party applications, which is the Opera Max, and USB backup, which gives you house for OTG support as well. Other apps which you are noticing in this phone are installed by me, as I had used this for a couple of hours, and I was just checking out how the performance actually goes. So it's running quite fluid in my opinion. If I'll just test out the camera, just open it and just shoot some, click some photos right away and see how the camera is. Since last year's J2 had a 5 megapixel camera, compared to which this year we have an 8 megapixel camera. So click some shots. Okay, so looking over to the shots, they are looking quite not that great, since it's a semi-lit condition. The photos didn't come out to be really good considering the 8 megapixel camera, but seeing the budget point of view for this device as well, whereas if we compared it to some other phones which are available in the same budget, they are providing quite a good camera performance in this, but the camera performance is not that good. I'll test out the camera more in good lighting conditions and even the underlit conditions or dark lit conditions, then I'll produce my camera review. But as of now, in the first hands-on first impressions for the camera is not that great. Taking a look over to the UI setup, it's very fluid, as I mentioned earlier. Now we have a two-way drop down notification panel. Let me just adjust the brightness. Yeah, so we have a two-way sliding down notification panel, which means we have many more toggles which were not earlier available. So we earlier had just 2 pages and we had to swipe side swipe. Now we can drop down to get more of those toggles. And rest, if you are using any of the Marshmallow device, you must have noticed there are a couple of same features straight away from the Lollipop as well. But same this year's campaign from Samsung for this device is that Samsung has still skimmed some of the basic sensors, since we do not have any ambient light sensor, which is available even in the phones which are just entry level phones. This year also we need to just manually adjust the brightness, and we do get that outdoor mode which makes the screen more bright in case you are outdoor. But still skimming on some very basic sensor is not a good thing for Samsung, although the build and the device handheld field is good, but we also do not have many other sensors which are available in the price range of around 10,000. In the 10,000 budget segment, we are even seeing many phones supporting a fingerprint scanner, which is missing in this phone, and a couple of other features as well, metal
So if
unibody
you ask for my
designs
final
also.
verdict after the initial impressions, I would not strongly recommend you to go for this device unless you have made up your mind. Since, considering the price point and the other rivals, this year's J2 is not a good value for money, as you can get some really good phones like the Xiaomi's Redmi Note 3, the Moto G4, the Le Eco's Le 1S, etc. So that's all for this quick unboxing and hands-on of this 2016 version of Samsung Galaxy J2. If you wish to pick one for yourself, I will leave Best Buy links down below in the YouTube show notes. Don't forget to hit that red subscribe button to get notified as to when I upload my next video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If not, give it a thumbs down. If you have any queries or suggestions regarding this video or any of my previous uploads, or for that matter, any other tech related queries, feel free to hit me down in the comment section. If you wish to follow me on Facebook or Twitter, their links will also be in the video description. So that's all for this video. This is me, Ayush Banerjee, signing off. Bye bye now.